Hi, Karen. Welcome back to
Hi,
Coaching and Life.
Hi, Berit. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to
Great.
see you. I
That's
love the
good.
background that you have.
Yeah, I decided to change places today. Yes.
Looks
This is
so
this is my home
beautiful,
and
beautiful.
workplace.
No, actually, I think that sometimes when you speak with people and they have this background, it's just to me, I like authentic, and I like to see. I don't mind mistakes, and I don't mind that people are not perfect. And I just like, just like my background here, I'm trying to just make it simple, and it is what it is.
It
And you can
works.
see,
Everything works. Did
yes,
anybody ever tell you perfect doesn't exist?
well, I think that what I don't like about perfect is that if people think that they are perfect, how
Mm.
can you ever change? I mean, I myself had a boss that thought that he was perfect and everything that he did was just perfect. But how can you improve something that is already perfect? Why would you even
Why
move?
would you even try?
No, don't try. Don't try.
No, no, no,
So I
definitely.
think that, Karen, one of the things that today is important, we're building programs, and we're trying to get people to join our memberships, and we're trying to see to how we can help people achieve be happy in real life. Why on earth would we go through all this trouble? What is it that we think that people gain from being at Coaching and Life in a membership?
Well, what I hope they gain from it is clarity. Because let's face it, if from my perspective as a coach, if somebody comes to me to get coaching, it means that somewhere along the line they need clarity in something. There's a need, a desire, a want, whatever you want to call it. There's a realization that somebody needs help with something that, and this person has come to me because they have seen what I do and they recognize that I can give them the help that they need in whatever it is that they want. That's my
I
perspective.
I actually think that that's a very beautiful way to put it. I also think a little bit that the world is changing.
Oh yeah.
Friends are not like friends used to be. Friends are shorter term.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think that if we think about it, how many years were you in your last job?
Oof, let me think. The one that I thought was my dream job.
Mhm.
2 years.
So,
No,
so, so
three
what,
years.
what
3 years.
that's three times what I managed to do.
Ah.
what
Okay.
what what, what going from a dream job and then 3 years, doesn't make sense.
No, but it wasn't my choice. I mean, that was what I thought was my dream job then. You see, it wasn't that long ago because it was like when I was 58. So that's when everything ended. When I was 58, and I can remember that day as if it was today. The dream job that I thought I would have had until I retired. I mean, I have a completely different perspective now. Don't worry about the dream job then that I thought that I would have until I retired. Well, that ended in like 5 minutes. One day when I was 58 years old.
And I actually think that to a lot of people, when they are in a corporate job, trying, it ends with the words, "You're fired."
That's exactly what it ended in.
And I mean, I don't think that anyone understands what that is unless they've tried it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not really something that I would recommend to anybody because the results, I mean, I don't know about you because I think you have also been fired from a job.
oh
I mean,
yes, twice.
the only thing I got twice. Okay, well, that was once, but I don't want to go through that again. This one, I had given everything to this job. You know, I had given my whole being 100, even more than 100%. You could say 200% of me went into that job, and it took 5 minutes. Not even that, one sentence, I would say. Not even the 5 minutes. It's just a simple thing. Karen, let's end our collaboration. We're going to end our collaboration here. She didn't even say let's end. We're going to end our collaboration here. You know, I don't know how it was for you, Berit, but that was it for me. And I know that there was a moment of silence, you know, because I was just so surprised in the first place. I did not expect it. I didn't see it coming. I don't know how it was for you, but
I saw it coming, and I know that. I mean, I think that especially I can't. I mean, today I can just say that it's one of the best things that has ever happened for me. I probably weren't strong enough, like you say, I would not have left on my own. But the path that they were on was definitely not for me, and has. I mean, I think that sometimes, you know, when it ends, it can actually be a very good thing, because their point of life and the way they looked at it is not my view at all. I don't want to be. I don't even want to be compared to what they do. So I think that this way, you know, when you know, I think that still it is. I think that the trouble is that even though it was not for me, I was, you know, trying to, how could I improve it? How could I? And that feeling, you know, they're just caught out. It definitely taught me that coaching and life, a backup system, because it's a little bit like, you know, Ghost Rider, who are you going to call? Because, you know, you stand there all of a sudden by yourself.
oh yeah, I know that feeling.
You had friends, and well, when they fired me, it was quite ugly, and I think that that's a whole different story. But having said that, anyway, I mean, it's just, who are you going to call? Who's going to be there understanding you? And which is why I think that the memberships ongoing, having the ability to get into a coach, that's what everyone should get from themselves. In this world where we live today, I don't know how it is in Holland, but in Denmark, Karen, people are no longer more than 3.5 years in a job. It's very
Right?
normal.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3.5 years.
I think it's not quite the same over here. Although I don't know, because when you said that that was the best thing that has ever happened to you, at the end of the day, it was the best thing that could have happened to me too.
Exactly.
But I didn't see it that way.
No.
Then. It wasn't that, no. But at that particular year, you know, when I was 58 years old, that was in 2012, by the way. So in 2012, the only thing that I was hearing is, you're too old, you're not good enough, you know you'll never get a job, don't put your photograph on your CV, but you still have to go for a job because, you know, you have to go through the motions of doing it, but don't expect anybody to employ you because you're too old. I mean,
who's going to pay the bills?
That's what I was hearing.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was hearing. So what do? Well, you start to believe it.
And that's just it. The fact is that you have so much competence, and there's so much you can do. And the question is, you know, it's not that you're not aware that you're fired. It is, what are you going to do? How are you going to do? How are you going to continue? What is it that you want to spend your rest of your life with, you know, with your family and what you do? I mean,
yeah. Well, that is when, wait for it now, that is actually one day, it was about 9 months later. So the year after, because that was when I was fired, it was in November. So the year after, about 8 or 9 months later, I mean, I was just into such a deep, dark hole that I actually believed that I wasn't worth anything anymore. I had no self-confidence left, nothing, absolutely nothing, until one day until one day when I listened to a voice that I heard very clearly in my head. I mean, it was so clear that you could have said it was somebody sitting on the couch behind me. You know, there was nobody in the house except for me. And I just thought, who's talking to me here? You know? And she was telling me, and I said, she was just telling me, Karen, get up. You have so much to give and do and have and be, and you know what it is you have to do. And you know what, Berit? I actually listened to her. Why I listened to her that day, I don't know. I will never be able to explain that. But that was the day that I decided to live my dream, which when I was younger was to be a teacher, and which is now to be a coach.
I actually think that I can tell actually more or less the same story, just with a little different, that all of a sudden the last corporate job that I was in, I just said they don't want me on the team. I could tell, that a voice out of the choral, things were just not, it was. And why I listened to that voice instead of adapting, you could have adapted, you could have done the same. Why is it that, you get up and we want to do something different, that there's a voice within that's so much stronger?
Yeah.
And I think that so many people, are just not, just not who they are. It's so
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. It wasn't me in the first place. What I thought was my dream job, well, it was everything but. That wasn't me. And today I am a coach. I mean, I got the coaching help that I needed. And I climbed back out of this pit, and I climbed into, and I got the coaching help. I paid all the money it took to get the coaching help to be able to help others climb out of their pit. I mean, it's not the same pit. No pit is the same. Yours wasn't the same as mine. But a coach can help you. And you need the coach, but you need to realize that you need a coach to help you get back into the saddle. It's like falling off a horse. When you fall off a horse, you have to get back on again. Right?
And exactly. And I mean, I just think that I thought at a point in time, coaching in life with the forms, and is it necessary? Is it needed? And yes, it is. Because most people, they don't want to speak in public at Facebook. Nobody wants to really talk at Facebook. And Facebook is also an amazing place. It's just clicking and clicking out. And you have to know that it is that. And if you want to be where people are more committed and where people are living more privately, Facebook is for one kind of people, and the closed area for people that are a little more private, something else. Which is actually what I like, is that we're different. And yes, we're different. And we like different things, and nothing is the same. No. We go through many things that are the same. We just don't discover it the same, and it doesn't feel the same.
Exactly.
So when I think about it, I am in many ways grateful. Never slept so good. Never had so much work. But my God, I love it. It's
exactly the same here. It's the same here. I can travel whenever I want to. I don't have to ask anybody's permission to go anywhere. My husband and I, we travel. I have a lot of work, yes, but that's exactly the way I wanted it. And at the same time, the only thing I need is this computer.
It's amazing. Right?
That's it. That's all I need. And I am my own boss. I work where I want to, from where I am, and whenever I like.
So what is the best thing? Why would people join us at Coaching in Life and go in on your program, Karen, on the last thing here before we go?
Well, if it's to get the coaching help that they need, they have their reasons. Okay, as I said before, it's to get the clarity and the help that they need. Every person has a different reason to look for a coach. Some maybe because they want to combat the anxiety that they have. Some need to get the self-confidence back again. Some are in total burnout, and that is a combination of all things. And you can help them too, because you have a program on stress, and stress is a huge part in burnout. It plays a huge part. I do that.
I can say that for the stress part, I think that we all know stress.
Oh yeah.
There's there's not even a person that doesn't have an opinion about stress and also about stress levels. And I think that to me, stress, for instance, and leadership goes very close in hand. You know what it is.
They go hand in hand.
Because, you know, leadership, you have an opinion, you know what it is. You just don't know how to do it. And exactly the same with stress. Stress is extremely powerful. And once you have tasted the pain that it can bring along, or you've been down with stress, you know.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Until then, that leadership is imagination, but so is stress. It's imagination.
Everything is imagination, and it's your limiting beliefs and everything that's limiting you and holding you back and blocking you. All these things, it could be any single reason, but it's always a combination of other things. And that's what I help people to find out. They come to me for one thing, but I always find other little things hiding along the way, and I can find the hot spots. That's what I get when they come to me.
I think that it's amazing, Karen. I've also, you know, been in on your programs, and I think that you are an amazing coach. So I know that.
Thank you very much.
I hope that people will join us, and I hope that they will be happy in real life. And, you know, there is no reason to stand alone being fired and being on your own. That's why we have the backup system. Yeah. There is no reason to feel the pain of stress. That's why we have the membership to cover people in their pain.
Yeah, that's totally true. And that's the coaches are here we as a coach are here for you. For you, the viewers.
And I'm going to leave everything with those words. Wish everyone a wonderful evening. Wonderful to speak with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day too, because I know you're away, and so have a wonderful time.
Thank you.